Head coach Kelly Sheffield is here. We'll have some opening comments and take questions.
I'm certainly looking forward to this last week of the regular season. Senior night against Iowa on Wednesday, and playing a really good Hawkeye team, and then finishing up on the road with Minnesota, and another week, another opportunity to get better against some really quality teams. So like the way that we played this past weekend, and looking forward to building on it.
Dennis?
You mentioned senior night coming up. I know their final chapter hasn't been written yet, but you got 3 kids who have been through this with you from the start, and another one that joined the next year. Just put into context what their contribution has been.
It's a special class. It's they've had an impact on this program in so many different ways of getting the culture where we're wanting it. They've been selfless. They've put in a lot of work on their own. They're quality people with great families. They've raised the bar. They've raised the bar in how to connect with people out in the community and give of their time, and they've raised the bar with expectations and work ethic off season, and they've raised the bar in helping younger players out, and it's all 4 of them. I mean, all 4 of them have been, Lauren, Tori, Haley, and Romana. They've just they're special quality people, and hopefully we'll be able to get a lot more time with them here.
What's been the biggest key in your mind in the 9-match win streak?
Defensively, we've just gotten a lot better. I thought blocking wise, we did a really good job this weekend. It's something our players have been working really hard at, and trying to get better. And then our backcourt defense is just, they're making plays. I mean, our backcourt players they're playing really hard, and they're pursuing balls and not just getting good touches on it, but they're getting quality digs where our transition numbers are really climbing. I think we're working really hard at covering our attackers. Like I said, our attackers, when the ball is our blockers when we're landing, and they're not waiting to see if the ball is dug. They're getting off the net hard, expecting that ball to be dug, and they're getting quality swings in transition. We're reading the game really well defensively, and I think we're making incredible effort plays right now.
Are you playing your best right now, would you say? And is it okay to be at this point with two games left? The NCAA is coming up.
This weekend we probably played better in back-to-back matches than what we've had probably this season. I think that's probably fair to say. I think we've had some individual matches where we've been awfully good, but. Not just in the matches, but in the practices. I think we're getting really quality practices in. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that we're playing better than what we have all year, and and you should be, at this time of the year. But I think the exciting thing is that there's quite a few things that we can still get better at. But there's an excitement with our team that. Is certainly higher than probably what it's been even going into the season. I think the confidence is higher than it's ever been. There's an energy the past couple weeks that at the level that I haven't seen prior to this. It's I think our team's in a good place heading here down the stretch.
Iowa's kind of an interesting team that has shown that it can beat some people. It's been progressing up the standings over the years. What kind of challenges do they present to you in particular?
Yeah, I mean, it's when we played them earlier, we came out and served them pretty tough. They got themselves in a pretty deep hole. But the rest of the match, it was back and forth. It was pretty close. You take away those first, maybe dozen points of the first set, it was probably a 50-50 match, and we just ended up winning in 3. They're serving the ball well. Their ball control is better than what it's ever been. Offensively, they give you some issues. They really want to attack the quick and run a lot of slides. They had a lot of success doing that against us. They'll take some chances defensively. Bond's done a really good job with that program. That you think where they've come just 2 and 3 years to being 500. This is a really tough league to go from winning 2 or 3 matches in a year to being 500. I think they've got an excellent chance of making the NCAA tournament, and it's when you're doing that as a team, when you made that kind of jump, the confidence, you feel like you can conquer the world. I'm sure that's where his team, and the last weekend they just set a program record with attendance. So, I'm sure their players are feeling really, really good and really confident, and they should be. They've had a great season with a lot more still to play for.
Kelly, Wisconsin fans are going to see the end of careers for Nigel Hayes, Bronson Koenig, some excellent football players. You can go on down the list. We just saw Malachy Schwobeljen for cross country. Lauren Carlini and her place, and I know you've only been here a few years, but I mean, she'll go down as one of the best that this volleyball program's ever seen.
Yeah, she's better than every other name that you just mentioned, bar none. It's there's a lot of great athletes that have come through this athletic department. There'll continue to be a lot of other great athletes that come through here, but to be able to coach Lauren, to be able to get to know her, and she's had a huge impact on me and how I coach, and it's all of your players that you try to be the best that you can for them. That you have a player like Lauren that puts everything she has into something, and you don't feel like that you can take a moment off here, because you're trying like the Dickens to help her reach her dreams and her goals. And it's a special senior class in this athletic department. There's no question about that. And, I think Lauren, like you said, I haven't been around here a long time. It's hard to imagine there being too many people that have had an impact on their sport at this school like Lauren has. And, I think she'll go down as one of the absolute very elites in the sport of volleyball, in the history of our sport here. I think she's that talented and that good, and has an unbelievable future ahead of her. It's hopefully we can close out her career and the other seniors, with the championship here.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Kelly.